what is clearly a scam but is so normalized people don't notice. Those Keymaster games that usually have something like a Switch and a pair of Beats and stuff. I work part-time at an arcade and you physically cannot win a prize until the machine has taken its retail equivalent in cash. Internet data cap. Freaking scammers. Ink cartridges. Printer companies make barely any profit off of actual printers, they're just vessels to make you buy unreasonably priced cartridges. Hey, please print this document in black and white, frick you give magenta. The diamond industry, specifically as it relates to jewelry. Everything that the average person knows about it stems from propaganda and advertisements created by De Beers. They aren't rare, they aren't worth what you pay for them, they don't appreciate in value and are a terrible investment. They aren't special. I just paid for the privilege of setting up my router. My cable company recently started trying to charge me for my router, which I own. I got a notice saying we noticed an error in billing and we will be charging you for the equipment rental starting in December. The fuck you will, I have every receipt from every cable or phone transaction I've ever done for that exact reason. I paid outright for my router so I wouldn't be renting their shitty equipment at $12 per month. Now they want to charge me for my own property. After receiving that notice I hopped right onto customer service to get it resolved, and they directed me to their loyalty department because they could best handle it over there. I cut off the conversation and just cancelled my service. Cable companies are pure scum. Bottled water, like Dasani. Especially in places like an amusement park that markups the price a shocking amount. Also, the average markup of bottled water is 4,000%, which is freaking outrageous, because water is literally free most places. Back to base security system monitoring. Huge scam. My smart home security system alerts me faster than ADT ever did. Biggest offenders, when you don't answer the call, they will send out someone and will charge you a fee. And every time your system messes up, it will send false error codes to the monitoring station, which they will charge you a huge fee to fix. And oh, if you want to disconnect it, the guy I spoke to from ADT was going to charge me $250 call out plus $50 for every 15 minutes he was at my house, and the job would have taken at least an hour. They said, they may need to go into the roof. No, I just called a security installation electrician and he said $50 call out and $30 for every 30 minutes he was there, but that was depending on the type of job. He was at my house for 5 minutes. Power off, remove power wires from control box, protect the wires so it's safe, replace cover on control box, done. He only charged $50. Compared to ADT's service which would have cost about $450. ADT hardwired it into our power system. Without telling us what circuit they plugged into, basically one flip of a switch outside and the system turns off. Payday loans. Every single person on the internet that sells some sort of millionaire education, it's all BS. Every single one of them. They are all freaking liars, most of them are not even rich to begin with. They fake it enough that some idiots buy it. You are customers to them. Nothing more. You want to be a millionaire? Buy my book and I'll tell you how. You buy the book and it says to start a website selling a book on how to be a millionaire. Ticketmaster. Yes. Basically scammers adding huge marks up but making it impossible to use anyone else. Mobile game ads that show gameplay of a Call of Duty or Skyrim style game but in reality are just a spin-off of Candy Crush. Don't forget those game ads that pretend to be puzzle games where you pull pins. Looking at you, Homescapes. rent-to-own furniture and appliances. Manufacturers refusing documentation to private repair enterprises and requiring you to get your products fixed by the dealer. Basically, the reason for the right to repair movement. The Verizon $1 scam. Verizon tacked on a $1 fee onto 8% of their customers' bills each month, so over the course of the year, they did it to every customer, about 150 million. Their rationale was, 50% wouldn't notice and just pay the charge, or would notice and wouldn't spend any time fighting a $1 charge. 50% would notice the charge and call to have it removed. Of those, 35% would get frustrated while on the call and give up. This added approximately $120 million to the bottom line each year, 3 total, until caught. Once caught, they paid a $25 million fine. Those registries that people pay money to name a star. Funerals and everything to do with them. The funeral industry has insane pricing. Some of the funeral homes and vendors are even predatory, getting grieving families to pay upwards of tens of thousands of dollars, because that's what the deceased would have wanted. If you tell me the truth, I won't get mad. Mom. Having to pay $100 plus for glasses. Listen up. Everything is a scam. Everything. But if you send me $19.99, I can show you how to turn the tables on the scammer and get his money. Limited time offer, send money now. The games at fairs, carnivals. Reducing a price by 1 cent to trick our brains into thinking a product costs less than it actually is. Or how gas stations take it one step farther to 9/10 of a cent. Hot MILFs in your area. It is my understanding that they are interested in meeting me tonight. Get in line, buddy. There are 4 in my area right now. And they're really bored. College textbook prices. It's crazy how ridiculous expensive they are, putting even more of a financial burden on students. It's amazing how one of the professors at my school wrote whatever science book we used for that class, and they'd magically put out a new version every semester, so your $180 Gen Chem 1 Edition 6 could only be returned for $5 since Edition 7 had just come out. Diamond rings for marriage. Cat food. Look at the cat food at a random store, and see how the design brags about all the healthy vegetables they've crammed into your obligate carnivore's diet. Then check out the ingredients and see how corn, rice, etc. are often the first ingredients. Pet foods market toward humans by trying to appeal to human sensibilities, not genuine desire to provide your cat with the best diet. Once you finish the high school, it's all fun ahead. Once you finish the degree, it's all fun ahead. Once you get a job, it's all fun ahead. Once you die, it's all fun ahead. Loot boxes in video games. Legalize gambling marketed to children. Health insurance in the US. Costs a small fortune, never covers shit, and you still end up bankrupt if you're not rich and get sick or hurt. Brands' high prices, especially clothing. Lotteries. Having to buy a new smartphone as your old one won't receive security updates after a year or 3 anymore. Most kids' shows are just long advertisements for toys. Hit the like button and subscribe, trust me, you will get rich when you wake up the next day.